Greetings and welcome to ruralvacantland.com. This is Luke Smith, and I'd like to show you some easy, cheap land. Today I'd like to show you some land in Apache County, Arizona. I'm going to go to the map search part of the website, ruralvacantland.com. And this map search has all the properties in it, and we're just zooming in on the ones that are for sale, and you can see where they are in relation to each other and that kind of stuff. So got the US here, and I'm zooming in. I'm going to change it over to a political map so you can see. I want to see Arizona, so I'm zooming in on Arizona, and I've got Cochise, I've got Apache and Navajo and Mojave for sale right now. But I'm zooming in on Apache County in the St. John's area, and I've got one. Here we go. We have one property left for sale here, right around St. John's, right in the greater St. John's area. So this one is still for sale. Asking $1,599, and this property, it's not very far from town. But first, let me say, if you want this one, if you want to buy it, you don't have to wait for me to call you back. I'm always trying to call everyone back as much as I can, but I can't keep up with all the phone calls and questions people have about the properties. But if you just want to buy one before someone else does, just click on the buy now and put the title information in there, your tax address, your contact information. Hit OK, next, and go. And there's a helicopter flying by. Sorry, so that's the property. Let's go back to this property and I'll show you more about the actual property. But I basically just want to say, if you want to buy it, you can just go buy it. You don't have to wait for me. So let's do the GPS. Let's zoom in on it. Let's zoom out a little bit on the map. So this is St. John's. High school, middle school, elementary school, grocery store, gas station, that kind of stuff. The 180 comes up, turns into the 61 just north of the property here. It looks like there's a pond off to one side, so it's probably an easier water table to tap into. There's a road here. You could come off of, is that Hickory Lane? It's probably where I'd turn off, or whatever this is called, the 6029. It comes a couple different routes. So turn, where the 180 and the 61 meet, turn south and merge down one of these lanes out to 6033 here, Edgewood. And then it does a bendy turn, and there's the 6032 goes north. It looks like nobody drives on the 6032. It might have been bulldozed once, forever ago, and then never really was used. But looking at these images, there's a power line right here. There's I doubt we can do street view right there, but there's a power line. There's a power line here. There's a power line here. I'm not sure if it goes up and then goes that way, or yeah, it doesn't look like it goes that way. But here's a house. Maybe it connects into that house. There's power lines down here. They keep going south. They hook up that. So these power lines are hooking up some other people, and then they go up here, and I think it just stops. I don't see it going anywhere from there. It looks like it's built for you. Well, here's power line. Maybe it goes up to these guys. It goes up to the highway here. So if we click on the highway, I think we can get street view, and we can look off at the property. Now I'm going to get lost. Might get hit by the UPS guy. At least UPS delivers there. So this is a countryside. It's wide open countryside. I think you can drive across this kind of stuff if you set your mind to it. Looks like a good place to have a horse. Maybe graze on that, or some cows. So let me zoom out, but I think the property is right over there. Let's do this again. Nope, I was backwards. It's gonna be this way. Sorry. Yeah, so it looks like it's down over there somewhere. There's the power line. There's neighbors. It looks like barn. Maybe they have some animals. Looks like just people just putting up barbed wire fences. So that looks, the property is right back over here. Let's see if we could see these turnoff roads. Let's see what that sign says. This UPS guy wants to run us down, huh? Look at that, he moves with the... I think the camera car is getting followed by the UPS man. So that looks like an open gate there. The cattle guard, looks like you could drive through that way. Let's zoom back and take a look at that. So it looks like you cross the cattle guard and you go through there and go around back to the property. Just go around and then come back, and there, that'd be your property. It also looks like you could access that road from here if you wanted multiple entrances. Wow, that looks like a different set of data. No UPS guy in a rainstorm. That's really hard to tell. July 2008. Maybe we can do... Let's do June 2008. So in June there was no rainstorm, but in July there was a rainstorm. And you can't see, this data is not very good. Can't really tell, but it looks like paved road going in a ways, and there's another car over there. You can take that road over to the property. Let's see what this sign says. That's probably the main turnoff, right? It's not very clear. They didn't catch it in July either. Okay, so let me back out. So there's turnoffs. Either of these turnoffs, I think you can take this road over to that turn, and then go back, and there's the property. So let's pull this up. I pulled it up in some different software. You can see the lot lines. If you zoom out, so this is the one road. This is the first road I was explaining, and then the second road was... I'm not sure. Yeah, here's the first road, and there's the second road. So you come in there and go down and around, or come through here. I don't know, you probably just go through here. Just drive through here, come down this road to Edgewood and back to the power line at the corner, and then just extend your driveway up this way through this easement and in. And I'd probably, this is Apache County, you can move in with an RV if you like. I'd probably park over here. Looks a little lower over here. Probably a good spot to do some gardening. Maybe put a pond in, and but focus towards that southeastern corner is what I would do. When you get out there, maybe I'm backwards, but just looking at it, looks like you got a little bit lower ground flowing through parts of this. But you drive right up with a power line, just over an acre property. I think that's pretty neat. So that's the land. It's 1.01 acres, basically an acre right outside of town. That's what we didn't see. Let's see how far it is to St. John's Grocery. What's the name of that grocery store? Let's do St. John's High School. I think it's Wilbur's is the name of the grocery store at St. John's. So how far is that? So from the property to the high school, 8 minutes. No, I thought it was longer than that. 4.9 miles. I mean, you could almost get the kids to ride a bike to school. That's really close to town. That's just the outside of town. Here's downtown, but that's the high school. airport. This is the downtown area. You get just outside of town, get some country land without all the town regulations. There you go. That's pretty darn close. I mean, Google's taking this road. It's not built yet, but I'd take this road. Same idea. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. This is Luke Smith with RuralVacantLand.com, bringing you more cheap, easy land.